Imagine waking up tomorrow to discover that every dollar in your wallet still looks exactly the same, but quietly buys far less than it did yesterday. No warning, no announcement, just less value. It sounds like the plot of a dystopian movie. But nearly 2,000 years ago, one of the greatest empires in history experienced something remarkably similar. When people think about the fall of Rome, they usually imagine barbarian invasions, legendary battles, and collapsing walls. But historians agree that Rome's decline had many causes, and one of the most important long-term challenges was economic. Hidden beneath military defeats and political instability was a quieter crisis. A crisis of money, a crisis of trust. And once that trust began to disappear, the empire started paying a price that no army could stop. This is the story of how one financial decision echoed through an entire civilization. At its peak, Rome controlled territory, stretching from Britain to the Middle East. Its roads connected continents. Its merchants traded across thousands of kilometers. Its soldiers protected one of the largest economies the ancient world had ever seen. Behind all of that stood a simple silver coin known as the denarius. For generations, this currency became one of the most trusted forms of money in the ancient world. Merchants accepted it. Soldiers demanded it. Farmers relied on it. Trust in Rome's currency helped support trade across a vast empire. But maintaining such a powerful state was incredibly expensive. Armies grew larger. Borders became harder to defend. Public construction expanded. Government spending kept increasing. Soon, Rome faced a difficult question. How do you pay for an empire that keeps getting bigger? Instead of dramatically raising taxes overnight, Roman leaders gradually reduced the amount of silver inside their coins. The coins looked almost identical, but each new coin contained less precious metal than before. At first, few people noticed, but over time, experienced merchants and traders realized something had changed. More coins, less silver. Once confidence began to weaken, people reacted. Some started saving older coins, others demanded higher prices. The problem wasn't just the metal, it was trust. And trust, once broken, is difficult to restore. As confidence in the currency declined, economic life became more complicated. Prices rose. Trade became less predictable. Some people preferred barter over coins. Others demanded payment in more reliable forms of wealth. These changes did not destroy Rome overnight. The empire continued for centuries. But economic instability became another pressure added to political conflict, military threats, and internal struggles. Historians don't point to one single cause for Rome's fall. Instead, they describe a combination of problems that gradually weakened one of history's greatest civilizations. Money was one part of that story, a very important part. Rome reminds us that economies are built on more than coins. They are built on confidence. A currency has value because people believe in it. When that confidence weakens, the effects can spread far beyond markets. History never repeats itself in exactly the same way. Every era has its own challenges, but the story of Rome still offers an important lesson. Trust may be invisible, yet it remains one of the strongest foundations of every economy. If history has taught us anything, it's that civilizations rarely collapse in a single moment. They change, one decision at a time. If you enjoy exploring the hidden systems that shaped history, subscribe to Invisible Systems for more stories where economics, power, and history meet.